It's a semi-autobiographical novel written by Paul Crump. Now, Paul Crump served 39 years in prison for killing a security guard in an armed robbery at the Chicago meatpacking plant in 1953.
Was he trying to rob the factory for meat or for money?
And then he was on parole in 93. But what goes around comes around, because he returned to prison after being convicted of harassing a family member and violating his order of protection. Well, you'll be happy to know that that autobiography only made it to your shelf because of the black-owned Johnson Publishing Company.
Wait, was this a black man we talking about?
Right. Hey, you know what? Is this a photo of... Oh, no, nigga. Paul Crump was black.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, the nigga Paul was tapped, bro. Paul, you can see it in his eyes, bro.
He looked like this wasn't the first factory he robbed.
Yeah, like...
He looks like he does two things.
What do Paul do, bro?
He robs factories. He definitely looks like he robs factories. Or plays jazz piano. Like, nobody could play the piano like
Paul, if you would just...
If you just took the trumpet a little more serious, Paul.
Oh, I don't want to hear about no trumpet.
No one got no trumpet, ain't paying my goddamn.
You know, we have a lot of expressions in the English language.
I don't even know what I'm saying.
What are we talking about?
Where'd that come from?
Most all of us use them every day.
I don't even know what that means.
No one knows what it means.
You know, we just say them as if they really made sense.
I mean, how silly is that?
Do you understand the words that are coming out of my mouth?
What the f*** is he talking about?
Yo again. It's me, Mario. You know what it is. You know who it is. It's the Appraise Show 2, Origins of Everyday Expressions. Season 3 GOAT Phrase Tourney Series coming to a close for now. Me and 20 are going to finish up reviewing, analyzing the last matchup for y'all to vote on. And then you will see us in Season 4, where me, him, and the Expression Appraisal team will crown a champion. 20, what's good, brother?
Oh man, chilling, brother. Just getting ready for the weekend. Not to timestamp something, but it's just gonna be a good week. Looking forward to the summer already. I know everybody's like, man, the year's almost over. The year's already on March, and but I just I can't wait till the summertime. See how that's gonna go. See what's up.
Excuse me. What's good? I'm excited too, man. I apologize for my absence in the festivities, but man, I got plans on making sure this the last time it ever happens. But yeah, I'm excited, man. Hopefully you have a good time. And when it get warm out, we definitely gonna have more times to get together, brother. But let's wrap this tournament up from our end now. So now we got the last two matchups of round 2. And I will restate those for folks right now. All right, man, we got number 13, what goes around comes around, against number 5. It's the thought that counts. Now, number 13, what goes around comes around, upset. Number 4, knock on wood. I don't know what it's going to do against It's the Thought That Counts. I don't even want to get into general thoughts, man. Let's get into these meaning versus meaning matchup and see how these stack up with the elements before we make our picks, 20. So number 13, what goes around comes around. Merriam-Webster says, if someone treats other people badly, he or she will eventually be treated badly by someone else. And then dictionary.com says retribution follows wrongdoing. Justice may take time, but it will prevail. And Oxford Dictionary says the consequences of one's actions will have consequences. Yeah. And then it's the thought that counts. Merriam-Webster says it's used for saying that caring about someone is more important than spending a lot of money on them. And dictionary.com says it's used to indicate that it is the kindness behind an act that matters, however imperfect or insignificant the act may be. Where you at, brother?
I think when it comes to that, I got to go with what goes around comes around. Um, yeah, I gotta go. What goes around comes around.
Yeah.
Not to lighten up the load, but I just feel like yeah, that seems about right when it comes to meaning. Like to be just on the whole thing about it actually guarantees that this is going to come forth.
Yeah.
The
Yeah.
meaning does. You get what I mean? So it's not like a situation of oh, you're gonna get yours dead threat on you know what I'm saying? Like it's not really a situation where it's just said to be said. Like
Yeah.
when you're saying it, that means it actually has to happen. So
Yeah.
I give it to what goes around comes around.
For sure. For sure. I'm giving it to that as well, mainly because it's the thought that counts. One of them says money specifically. The other one says imperfect. So it's like, it creates a lot of room for what is the thought that has to count over. Does it have to count over how much you spent? Does it count over how much the gift didn't land? Does it have to count over? You know what I'm saying? So it's not solid and connected to the phrase as much as the execution. So we will give that to what goes around comes around, which is a little bit upset, leading into the upsets.
Yeah.
Let's go origin for origin. So let's remind the folks where what goes around comes from. It was first documented in the 1962 book Burn, Killer, Burn. It's a semi-autobiographical novel written by Paul Crump. Now, Paul Crump served 39 years in prison for killing a security guard in an armed robbery at a Chicago meat packing plant in 1953. Crump was
Wait, was he right? I'm sorry.
Yes, he wrote the book that says what goes around comes around. He was the killer. He's the guy that coined it, man.
Yeah, I know, but I think I asked this during the show too as well. Was he trying to rob the factory for meat or for money?
Or was he just the No, he was definitely the guy because his 4 accomplices just received prison sentences. But he got the electric chair off top. So it had to be both. Right. They was like, hey, y'all can stay. But Paul, he got to go.
Yeah.
Because he was just, I think he was like, the security guard was probably not looking.
That's probably what it was.
Like, they're probably like, why did you kill him? I needed the meat and the money.
Like he probably killed them off rip. Like right when he stepped through the door, boom, everybody get down.
Everybody get down. But he didn't die, obviously, because he wrote this book. He had 15 execution dates before Louis Nizer took on his case, and the sentence was commuted to 199 years by Governor Otto Kerner. And then he was on parole in 93. But what goes around comes around because he returned to prison after being convicted of harassing a family member and violating his order of protection. So that is the origin of what's going around comes around, the brief origin. Now, go ahead.
Like comedic satire.
Comedic
satire for the phrase in the actual story of the person who coined the phrase.
Yeah, like the only person that could come up with that phrase is a guy who got what was coming to him.
Yeah. That gives me deathbed. Well, I guess what goes around comes around.
1000%, bro. Like
thousand.
Grabbed his hand tighter as he's about to leave the room. His son was about to leave. No, yes. No.
As the life was leaving his
I gotta
body.
tell you one more thing.
If you don't remember anything, remember this. And I don't even know if this is his voice, y'all, but this is the voice that I gave him.
This is Paul Crump's voice.
What goes around comes right back on around.
This man, that sounds like the voice of a dude that would rob a meat packing.
That would definitely pop the security guard off rip just to let him know that he ain't playing.
I'm not playing.
I ain't playing with you.
No, I do want to know about the
Charlie,
history.
you get the meat. Marco, you get the money.
You got
Next
Charlie,
motherfucker that
Marco,
move-
Paul.
Next motherfucking move, I'm popping their ass.
Yes.
Sorry,
No.
digress.
There has to be a movie about this.
There has to be some type of movie about this. And the intense part is that when they show the side of the meat market or the meat factory, oh, you know it's about to go down. This is his last score.
It's the big one. It's the
And then they slow pan past the security guard. Oh yeah, that's the mother. That's how every movie goes.
That's
guys.
how it goes, bro. That's our guy.
How every movie goes.
Well, you'll be happy to know that that autobiography only made it to your shelf because of the black-owned Johnson Publishing Company.
There you go.
Yeah, and they I believe it's Essence, not Essence. Oh man, I gotta find out, man. I'm so sorry, y'all. I have to figure out which black magazine the Johnsons.
Wait, was this a black man we're talking about?
Like, right? Hey, you know what? You know what? I gave Paul Crump white guy so fast.
So fast. Even though I had the voice, I still was giving them caucus.
You was giving him
Caucasian male, bro. Even though the voice was deep.
Bro, what did they Ebony magazine was the Johnson Post. Bro, I'm Googling Paul Crump right now.
Don't worry.
Burn, killer, burn. Images.
You can't tell. Is he one of those Milanos?
Has he got the swoop? Does he have the swoop? No, bro.
You can't tell.
I can't find him. I can only find black people who talk about him. Wait. Is this a photo of? Oh no, nigga. Paul Crump was black. Oh damn.
Oh yeah, he's.
Oh damn, nigga. I didn't want to go this route on this episode. Shit, I didn't even know. We didn't even go this route on the episode. That nigga Paul Crump was not playing, bro.
No, oh, he looked like he was.
Oh, that nigga Paul was tapped, bro. Paul, you can see it in his eyes, bro.
He looked like this wasn't the first factory he robbed.
Yeah, like he been building up meat factory. Like this is the meat factory of all meat factories.
Now, I gotta.
You gotta look him up. Put in Paul Crump, burn, killer, burn. Please. While you do that, I'm gonna do. It's the thought that counts origin, which I think is gonna lose in terms of origin versus origin. So it's the thought that counts was credited to Henry Van Dyke Jr. He was a professor at Princeton University and an ambassador at the Netherlands. Luxembourg. He wrote it in the Book of Common Worship in 1906, and he was a friend to Helen Keller and Mark. He was the officiant at Mark Twain's funeral. Oh yeah, I remember now. He coined this phrase, and he was like connected to some fucked up folks. The full phrase is it's not the gift, but the thought that counts. And then it was popularized even more, or highlighted, I should say, in the New Yorker article. It was an animation by Fred Nolan about his father being a person who was definitely thought that counts because he sucked at gifts. Found Paul Crump.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, then his
Paul
eyes,
Crump,
bro.
he looks like he does two things.
What do Paul do, bro?
He robs factories. He definitely looks like he robs factories or plays jazz piano.
Bro, it's something, and that's probably how he didn't get the chair. Paul, it's something bigger in you, man.
Yeah, man. Like you over here, like nobody could play the piano. Like
Paul, if you would just
if you just took the trumpet a little more serious, Paul.
Oh, I don't want to hear about no trumpet.
No one got the trumpet ain't paying my goddamn.
Look over there. It's you think
I got
kids. You look over there. You see them kids, the trumpet taker?
Yeah.
Brother.
Yes.
I'm gonna make my pick. These two phrases. I did not expect the episode to go this way.
No, not at all. Did we even talk about the other two?
bro, it's the thought that counts, brother. And
no, it's not winning. It's not winning.
The origin of his thought that counts is so much worse than this that I'm gonna tell y'all what was about to happen. Hold on. Hey man, look. I am a victim of the moment, y'all. I'm a victim of the moment because what goes around comes around. It's beating is the thought that counts for me in every aspect. When you put them like not by itself, but when you put it against, and when you get that origin, and when you look up my boy Paul Crump, when you look up the story of Paul Crump, a black man that wanted better for himself, but that meat packing industry was calling him. Because you can imagine the meat packing dudes was walking around fancy with all they fancy meat packing clothes. He said, I need a piece of that. And that's how we got the phrase what goes around comes around, y'all. And it's much better than it's the thought that counts. Victim of the moment is the thought that counts over. What goes around comes around over is the thought that counts. People vote. Thank you. Can you follow that up? I'm pressing it, brother.
What? I'm gonna try. The one I'm picking is goddamn what goes around. You motherfucker right, whatever goes around definitely gonna come right back around and bite your ass. I just wanna let you know, if you decide to do bad, then bad's gonna come around too. I like to pick it because I like to talk positive. So if you decide to be good to people, then somebody gonna find a way to be good to your motherfucking monkey ass. So if y'all out there, y'all better motherfucking pick. What goes around comes around. If not, what goes around? What goes around comes around.
Bro.
It's our goddamn phrase, y'all. It's our goddamn phrase.
It's our phrase now.
It's our phrase, y'all.
The crowd is going nuts, bro. The crowd is going nuts for that. Yeah. That was some of your best work. That was some of your best work.
I appreciate that.
Man, I don't even know how this next matchup is going to match up. Here we go. Woo, okay. I'm taking a breather, but I'm back. All right, we got number 7, Speak of the Devil, that won in a tie break last week over Easy Come, Easy Go against number 6, Beggars Can't Be Choosers, which dominated the Ends Justify the Means. Let's get in this meaning versus meaning. So Merriam-Webster says, Speak of the Devil is used in speech to say that someone one has been talking about has unexpectedly appeared. Dictionary.com says that Speak of the Devil is said when a person appears just after being mentioned. And now Beggars Can't Be Choosers. Merriam-Webster says people who need something should be satisfied with what they get, even if it's not expected or exactly what they wanted. Dictionary.com says people with no other options must be content with what is offered. And Cambridge Dictionary says when you recognize that you must accept an offer or a situation because it's the only available one to you. I'll jump in here first, man. I think Speak of the Devil meaning wins over Beggars Can't Be Choosers. It nails it in a way that Beggars Can't Be Choosers doesn't. There's some gap in both, if I'm being real. There's some gap in both, especially with how they're used. Speak of the Devil, so sly, it's almost like funny to say. You're almost like confirming to the person you were talking about. You use it to let the person know that you were talking about them.
Right.
More times than you say it when the person is not around. Where Beggars Can't Be Choosers is more of a lifestyle choice that you try to put on people, and then you'll say it if the beggar or a person that's not even begging but is asking, just asking, not even begging, just asking. You know, it's not the only thing they have available to them. It's the only thing you have to offer them.
Right.
like or willing to offer them. So I think Speak of the Devil lands a little bit better when you're talking about the differences. How about you?
Yeah, I totally do. I totally agree.
Yeah,
I totally agree. I think Speak of the Devil became a little more lighter
mm-hmm.
as the years go,
Mm-hmm.
and not as a power grade, but more lighter as like you said, you'll be more reluctant to say it, so the person that you're talking about knows you're talking about them.
Yeah, yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But then again, when it first started, it was a warning.
Yes. Yes.
You get what I'm saying?
Yes.
Like when you first started, it was like, hey, don't talk about people when you're not here.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Pretty much. So
Yeah.
I feel like with that, it kind of hits it a little bit different with that.
Gotcha. Well, you made a perfect segue. Let's go origin versus origin here. Speak of the Devil was first printed in Giovanni Torriano's Piazza Universale in 1666. Hey, that's not even funny. So Speak of the Devil was first printed in 1666. Like, why are these? Were we sleepy during a couple of these episodes? How did we not catch some of this shit?
The fact that who are you telling wasn't funny, bro?
Yeah, no. Like, wait, what? Who am I yelling at? Myself? Look, look, Illuminati.
Yeah,
Illuminati.
Exactly. I know you're listening. I know you're listening.
Exactly. He wrote in the Piazza Universale, the English say, talk of the devil, and he's presently at your elbow. Is how it started off, at that elbow. Not the basketball elbow, but it's also similar. He right there, right at the elbow.
He right there.
Right there. Basket, easy basket. And then in 1672, it came out again, and this is where it got popping in William Hazlitt's Cataplus. And it was a mock poem which stated, talk of the devil and see his horns. Now, the reason why it was a mock poem is because it started to lose its threat. So it started off as a threat and started to lose its threat. And William Hazlitt was one of the first people to make it lose its threat because he hated the church. He grew up in the church, hated the church, and was like, man, yeah, I hear you say speak of the devil and you'll see his horns or whatever. So he kept making fun of it. Shakespeare started making fun of it. And William Hazlitt actually hated on Shakespeare a lot as well. And William Hazlitt actually wrote a book called On the Pleasure of Hating, where he says he believes that hatred is chief among the emotions that drive human activity. He argues that hatred has been and is going to be a constant throughout history because of the pleasure that people derive from hating. Now, our publicist, who was on the It's the Thought That Counts episode, bought this book. I got to get it. I want to read it bar for bar. I want to read On the Pleasure of Hating from bar to bar. From bar to bar. All right. Now, Beggars Can't Be Choosers. It originated in 1860. No, it didn't. Beggars Can't Be Choosers originated. Oops. Yeah. Boom. 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 No. There we go. Beggars Can't Be Choosers was first recorded in John Haywood's dialogue in 1562. And he said beggars should be no choosers, but yet they will. Who can trying a beggar from trolls to beg still? And then Haywood was an English writer known for his plays and poems and all this stuff. And then appeared again in King Henry's household books. And it was the singer's job, to receive the payments. And so a beggar at that time was King Henry's jester. So that's how it got big, because King Henry made you realize that a beggar can't be a chooser. All right, 20, what origin is hitting harder?
Wait, hold on. Okay. Wait.
Mm-hmm.
So the jester was the beggar?
He was employed to be the beggar. It was his job
to be the beggar.
Yes, a singer. The official. It's called a singer. Synger.
Because I'm wondering if that really changes the whole phrase.
Yes. Say more though. Say more.
Because like if when the phrase was coined, if they weren't talking about a homeless person, but a beggar in a different sense of a word. You know what I'm saying? Because if it's like, say you got the royal court or whatever,
yeah,
and it's like, yeah, we all need to make a choice here, but he's a beggar, so he can't be a true. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like that's different from. You get what I'm saying? Like that's different. That's different. That's somebody should take a little bit.
It actually makes along those lines, it makes Haywood's quote, beggars should be no choosers, but yet they will, who can bring a beggar from choice to beg still. Basically, like, even if you tell a beggar he has no choice, who's gonna stop him from choosing? Who's gonna stop him? Even if who's gonna stop a chooser from begging? Who's gonna stop a beggar from begging? So it might not even be like poor.
I might have to give that origin a bump up, man.
Yeah, I mean, it still landed at number 6 though, behind some fire ones. So I don't know if it could have got up no more.
Yeah. No, I couldn't get up no more against these top ones, but just in a way, man, that's actually pretty good. Like honestly, if that was the case, I feel like that notches it up a little bit more. But if it still come from homeless people can't choose what they want, or regardless of what, you know what I mean? Like I feel like that kind of drops it down because, yes, they can. It's just the word
it's simple.
Can.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, you can. Yeah. You get what I mean? So
yeah, but if you're put in place to not choose, like exactly. as a Exactly. Yeah, like if your role in the court is to not choose.
It's to not choose. Like, no, you have no say so in this matter.
Yeah, you're like paid to not choose, which makes you not a homeless person. Which
makes you, exactly. Actually, not choosing, you're doing the right thing by not choosing.
Yeah, like you're a beggar, you're a singer or whatever. All right, man. All right,
Playboy.
Let's see what come down to. I got you, man. Okay, so we got 20 just made a great point. We got Speak of the Devil versus Beggars Can't Be Choosers. Both of them, for me, this is tough because both of them got a place in our society like real good. They're not like super important in that way. I'm talking about actually as phrases. But Beggars Can't Be Choosers is actually more important and has a bigger impact in the world, even though both of them happen all the time, especially if we're thinking about homeless versus like your role to not choose. And we have those in the real world too. Like, look, your role is to just do what you're told, keep it cool. You might see other people getting it, but that ain't for you. As people are getting it, that ain't for you. Live comfy in the role you're in. And sometimes that's helpful. That's not even like hurtful. Whereas, you know what I'm saying, Speak of the Devil is a playful thing now that started off harmful that William has it ruined. So I'm going Beggars Can't Be Choosers, man, over Speak of the Devil. All right, here we go. Give us your pick, man.
You know what, Mario? I'm gonna still have to go with Speak of the Devil, but I'll tell you this why. With the whole thing about Beggars Can't Be Choosers, I just feel like yes, they can. Yes, they
Simple
can.
enough.
And if like I said, if they're going with that, the meaning of it, how it goes now, I think that because it changed, kind of takes away from it. You know what I mean? Speak of the Devil, even towards back then, was the same. It's kept its strength. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, even if you do drop the whole phrase, you can say Speak of the Devil, you kind of understand what the whole phrase is. So I'm definitely going to go with Speak of the Devil over because I just feel like that's popular, strong, longevity. It has all the right tools.
Let's get it. Word. Man, oh man, another tournament series that we are influencing over with. Already got ideas for the next one. We appreciate everybody. More crowd noise, less crowd noise. 20, I'm going to hit the button so we can get out of here. What you got for him?
No, man, just look out for everything that we got going, man. Support everything that we got going. We're people that, support who supports us. So, we got a lot of great things in the future for you guys. It's not the last time you're going to see Mario and I. We have a couple of great lineups too as well. A really, really nice all-female cast podcast that's coming out. We have it is out already. We have our nostalgia podcast that's out.
sir.
We have things for the kids when it comes to gaining knowledge and understanding words.
Yep.
Man, we got some free game coming out too soon.
Hey.
It's a wave. So it's just like a lot of stuff that we got going. And not to forget the can we talk about the merch already?
Yeah. We can talk about whatever.
Yeah, not to forget that we have like our journal that we're trying to flood the streets with, our merchandise that we're trying to flood the streets with, man. And just, we're trying to hit up everybody's block. So if you got something that, you want us to be a part of, let us know. We're going to pull up. We one of those ones that's going to pull up, man, especially if it's for the people. So.
Especially if it's for the people, dog. You really a real one, man. Let's do it again. You feel me? Yeah, because on that nostalgia show, you dropped 2 gems, man. We didn't even get the host no highlights yet because you dropped on there and went last, Wayne. Hell, the Wayne verse on the song. Dang, leave some song for the rest of us. No, but that show's gonna be good. I'm glad you shouted them out, man.
Yeah, of course, man. No. It's just we gotta support each other, bro.
Absolutely.
Support each other. We all just out here trying to make sure that we have something to leave behind.
I don't want to be no Paul Crump out here, dog. Please support us because I don't want to hit that meat packing factory up, and I will. Hey, man, you know how you can support us? To keep me out them streets, man, on the streets of crime, you can go to Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Spotify, go to YouTube for the visuals. Hey, man, go to appraisethephrase.com. That's where the merch is going to land. That's where you can also find those other partners, man, that media tab, and you'll see the merch tab. The journal's looking good. So, yeah, hit us up, man. Remember that Values in the Eye of the Appraiser. We'll be back for season 4 officially, but you'll see us outside before then. We got some things to do. All right, y'all. We'll see y'all in season 4.